Welcome back here to the Boughton Morning Show. I've been looking forward to this segment all day. As you can see, we have chocolate. We have Phyllis Robinson here, who's the owner of Tandem Chocolates.
Yes,
and Shannon and I are official Tandem Chocolatiers now. Thanks to Phyllis. Much appreciated. So Phyllis, for those viewers who've never heard of Tandem before, who don't realize that there's a great chocolate shop here in Park City, a chocolate manufacturer, let's talk about your business.
Sure. So Tandem Chocolates, we do fine chocolates and confections. We're located almost just a stone's throw from here, Prospector Square, sort of next where what used to be Subway.
Yes.
It's no longer, called the Benson Building. Lisa Needham has her yoga studio bottom floor.
Yes, yeah.
So we're on the second floor of that. We're not a storefront on the ground floor. We're a small business and just starting out, so
very nice.
It's a little expensive on the rent to get a ground floor.
To get the ground floor. No
do you
worries.
have a little sign in your windows?
We do.
Go, oh, that's where we go.
We do.
Okay,
we have
good.
two because it's Tandem.
It probably looks just like that.
Because it's Tandem. That's so great. So, Phyllis, you just got back from a great trip down to Ecuador, which obviously we know some great cacao comes from down there.
My favorite.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that trip.
I had an amazing opportunity. So I was part holiday, part work, and it's really not a bad day when your work is to go into the Amazon and make cacao, make chocolate without electricity.
That's really good. So you were producing chocolate the traditional way without any electricity down there in Ecuador.
We were. I was working with a group called Sinchi Warmi, which is a women's cooperative.
Very nice.
And they had harvested and they had already fermented the cacao, so it was ready. We were ready to roast. And so literally in the jungle, wood stove, cast iron skillets, roasting cacao,
that's awesome.
a grinder, like you would use like for nuts and stuff. So we were grinding it by hand.
Wow.
We were pounding it by hand, and we did all sorts of fun things. We made amazing fondue. We made some bars.
Wow.
We had chocolate facials.
Wow.
I got to tell you.
What's that feel like?
Oh my gosh!
What's
between the
like
humidity and all the cocoa butter, my skin had never looked better.
Oh my gosh, I bet. And then you get back to Utah, and your skin's like, no.
Yeah. And they just start sleeping with it.
Right.
Chocolate.
What a
mask
great
on.
experience, though, to be able to go into the Amazon and experience the real traditional way that cacao is made and chocolate is made.
And a lot of the smaller indigenous groups are looking to really build some of their ecotourism using, whether it's cacao. Another place I got to visit, we were doing working with native plants and with their medicine man and healer, and just understanding kind of how they take care of each other.
Very nice.
Yeah,
so today we have actually some of that Ecuadorian chocolate with us.
We do. We have some beautiful Ecuadorian cacao chocolate. So we are going to be hand rolling some truffles. Truffles are made from 64% dark chocolate truffle, and we are going to be actually hand rolling them in a 70%. And these are both from the Manabi region in Ecuador.
In Ecuador. Can't wait. And I think a really big thing that you mentioned that I would like to mention too is that this is all female produced. Yeah. And even here in the United States, it's brought in and shipped in and imported by a female group as well.
I like to say that this particular chocolate we're working with is my female supply chain.
There you go.
Jenny in Ecuador is making the couverture. Jody in Michigan is gotten all of the licenses to import it, and I call them up and they send me this amazing chocolate that we get to work with.
It's definitely something to be proud of.
Can we talk about our toppings?
Yeah, let's talk about
So
toppings.
we have 3 things we're going to do. So it's a great way of saying, here's one basic chocolate. It's a dark chocolate with a Madagascar vanilla, but by rolling it in different toppings, we can change the flavors up without having to, particularly if you're working at home, without having to make lots of. Got a crunch here, because who doesn't love chocolate?
Yes, seriously, gotta love the crunch.
Dehydrated red fruits, so raspberries and strawberries and currants and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And over here, cappuccino flakes. May have noticed there's a lot on the plate. I haven't had coffee yet.
You're going to eat your coffee.
Cappuccino flakes. That sounds really great with a dark chocolate pairing. It's going to be really delicious. So where should we start?
So let's. We're going to start simply by taking. We're going to do the level 1, and we're just going to take a spatula, put some tempered chocolate, and by tempered I mean that we.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to put some in our hand. We're literally going to just roll it lightly, because what we're going to do is coating it.
Okay.
And then when we get a nice coating, we are going to just put it in the topping of your choice. And the purpose of this.
I'm going to go for the red fruit, and I drop my.
That's okay. And all you need to do now is just put it in there, and you guys keep rolling. And I'm going to come behind you with this a dipping fork, which you can use a plastic fork with the middle tines cut out. And then I'm just going to come behind you and
just
roll
kind
it.
of toss it around.
Toss it around. Sort of a Z, do a little Z helps, a little Z pattern helps. And what we're doing is we're making sure we're taking it from the back.
Grab a chocolate ball.
Absolutely.
So we're rolling it from the back, since we're not putting big fork marks in it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And then we're just going to let it sit there and dry.
And let it sit there and dry.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and do the crunches then.
And now we'll do ball number 2.
Yep. So you can just.
Do we need to
I'd put a little bit
reapply
more
chocolate?
on. I would just put a little bit more on.
Tiny bit more?
Although this is great because the lights are going to keep the chocolate in nice temperature.
Nice temperature.
For working.
So actually, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So if you're doing this at home and you don't have these amazing studio lights, right? Are you trying to keep the chocolate at kind of a room temperature so it stays this liquidy
So
kind
depending on what we're using, in this case, since we're using a dark chocolate, what we have done is I have melted it to about 122.
Okay.
I had 500 grams of chocolate, so I took 100 grams of solid chocolate, so a chocolate bar.
Yeah.
Broke it up to cool the chocolate down, and that's essentially crystallizing the chocolate.
Okay.
We're lowering it down to about 90.
Okay.
And then if it starts getting a little too cool, and you are welcome to do that too, Shannon.
I'm make sure I'm not using your chocolatey fingers to do it.
Wow, those look
it's
good,
fine.
Shannon. Those look really great.
Thank you.
And
I'm gonna try and.
if things start getting thick, my favorite kitchen tool is a hairdryer.
Oh, really?
Oh, there you go.
Just a quick little spray.
Yeah,
That's
just
a
quick
really
spray.
good little
There you
tip
Those are great
there.
just for cleaning up in general.
To kind of
bowls and
liquid,
stuff.
yeah, okay. To make the chocolate a little bit easier to get out of the.
Yeah. And another great tip for folks, if you've ever had your chocolate chips and you've had them for a while, or just you had a chocolate bar in the fridge and then the cupboard and you open it, it was kind of whitish, brownish and
It
stuff.
starts to get that.
It's fine.
Okay.
What we need to do is retemper it. It means that it's gotten maybe too warm in the kitchen and it started to melt and then it
reforms.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
That happens to the
exactly.
emergency chocolate I keep in my car.
Exactly. And it's
Talking about 72-hour kits.
Yes.
You definitely need emergency chocolate bar in one of those.
I'm not proud. I will eat it in that condition too.
Oh, I will too.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying I've wasted it.
No.
Chocolate is chocolate here. Let's be real.
So this is great. So you can see, working with two people, just if you're making these for gifts.
This
just
is
having
this
folks-
is really
it
fun.
is.
It's really
fun.
fun.
It's easy. Kids. It's great for
Fast.
kids.
Oh yeah. You kids would be licking their
for
hands
the
all the
actual
time, though.
truffles, just a question here. Is
Sure.
this something that you would recommend making from scratch, or can someone come to Tandem and get these kind of pre-made
Well,
truffles that
my
they could
goodness,
roll?
I have never thought about that as a business line. So the answer is going to be yes.
From this
Diego, that's a great
This is
idea.
from this point forward.
yes.
Go make your own chocolates and you present them.
I'm
You
just
say,
getting that online
"Hey."
store together, so
That's
this
a good idea,
This has
right?
been like the best
You can
show
have
ever.
wine and chocolate parties. You can have wine and chocolate parties.
But making it from scratch is not difficult. The thing is, I pre-rolled these because you do need to let them set. So you would want to, you'd make the ganache, you'd pipe it, and you'd let it
form the little
it,
ball and stuff
and you
like
need to
that.
let it sit overnight and stuff. So it just takes a little bit of time. It's not hard. It just takes a little patience.
But coming
But if
soon
you could
to
come,
Tandem
yeah.
Chocolates.
Oh my God.
But people could even
That's
just
so
do what
great.
we're
Let's
doing
talk
right
about-
now.
If I wasn't
This is
getting in
fun.
trouble with HR, I'd just give you a big hug
Just do a
right
big
now.
hug right now. Yeah. No, let's talk about Mother's Day. Obviously coming
Mother's
up this
Day?
weekend.
Yes.
This is a great. This is a great gift for that.
This is so fun.
Oh, good.
It's having so much fun.
Yeah, you want to give me a
Yeah.
chocolate high five then?
It is. So chocolate's one, and even for folks who don't eat chocolate, which are few, but I do know a few friends who don't. It's really, a lot of times gifts are the thought that counts, not the quantity of the gift.
Exactly. The fact that
And-
you rolled this by hand,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And we have in the store for us a few things we specifically for Mother's Day. We have the caramel butterflies. We only bring them out at the
I'm sorry.
spring. Oh, that's okay.
Chocolate nail.
There we go. The cuticle will be really soft from the
Right.
cocoa butter. We only bring them out in the spring. They're hand painted. They're four butterflies. They're filled with caramel. One is a coconut caramel. One's a lemon vanilla.
Oh, yum.
One is a traditional vanilla salt.
Okay.
And the fourth is my favorite, which is, I learned this from a friend of mine who wanted something called Pog, which I didn't know was a Hawaii drink. Passion fruit, orange, and guava.
Wow, that sounds
So-
amazing. Whew. Let's try some of these, yeah?
We need to roll that one quick.
Oh yeah, let's
she
roll
needs
this
her
one
morning
really
coffee.
quick.
She needs her
That's
morning
true. Very true. Very true.
And then, and so there's 4-piece boxes, and then we have some 5-piece boxes where the centerpiece is a vanilla caramel that says Mom on it.
Oh, I
very
love it.
nice.
And we do everything from that up to 24
Love it.
pieces.
Very
That's
nice.
a
Just
lot
come
of
off my
chocolate.
glove.
So I'm
sorry.
gonna try this this red fruit, this dried red
dried
fruit.
I'll try a
Producer
crunch,
crazy
and
jumping
you should
before
try
you.
your coffee.
I'll go for some coffee.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh! Wow! Instantly. I love the red fruit because it's tart. Gives a little balance to the
That's good.
to the dark chocolate there, but it's really not
Oh, thank you.
a super intense dark chocolate. It's pretty sweet.
It's the
The
Madagascar vanilla
okay.
in there.
Okay.
It's sort of the gateway chocolate.
I might have to eat one more.
You're right. You're right.
The
100%.
gateway
That's a
chocolate.
perfect way to describe that.
And red fruit and vanilla is a beautiful combination in general. So if I was
Thank
making
you
a
so
raspberry
much for
ganache, I'd use vanilla. So it works well.
It works perfect.
This is
Yeah,
fantastic.
Thanks. This has been fun.
This has been a blast.
Yeah.
And we came
This
up with
is-
new product ideas live on air.
Duh. I
This
mean,
is
you said
fantastic.
that, and I'm like, wow, I have never thought about
I keep
that.
talking about how smart he is.
Let's talk about where people can go to get more information about Tandem and to buy some products.
So
from
website simply tandemchocolates.com, or give us a call 435-658-1044, and I'm generally in the studio most days, and it's a small business, so most nights.
Yes, as we all know.
Between here and between now and Mother's Day, we'll be
pretty busy, huh?
Pretty busy, and we're at a market in Salt Lake right now, the Salt and Honey Market. So for viewers from the Salt Lake area, you can pop in and pick up the butterflies or the boxes there.
Excellent. Well, Phyllis, thank you so much for coming on and
This has
teaching
been
us. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Head over to Tandem Chocolates website. You can also visit them at the Salt and Honey Market downtown Salt Lake City. Definitely pick up one of these great, delicious treats. This is really, really fantastic. Thank you so much. Absolutely.
And they're beautiful.
Yeah, they are. Seriously. We'll be right back.
Thanks.
We'll be right back with much more right here on the Mountain Morning Show.